Another glorious day. I hope everything is good with you and yours. Live and direct. Special guest in the building. This is my guy. A gentleman that is the epitome. No limitations. And I'm gonna let him into the building. He's already here. Vinny. My guy, Old Dog Fitness, you heard?
Good morning,
Fit
guys.
over 60.
Good morning, everybody. It's a pleasure and an honor to be here with my friend Chris.
Yes.
I appreciate you
Yes. Yes,
accepting
indeed.
the invitation so we can get together and get some work done.
For sure.
I've been a fan since you started. I've been watching you,
Likewise.
like I told you, and I said, I got to go meet this guy. I love his energy. I love his work ethic. I got to jump in with that guy. I need some inspiration, so I'm going to go down and meet him, and I appreciate you for letting me in.
Indeed,
It's
brother.
a pleasure to be here.
My pleasure, my honor, and I'm greatly so immersed in this way of life. And this is the example of when we meet such individuals and to be able to come together. And I usually say on common ground, but not just on common ground, right? That's, I'm talking about on neutral ground. Besides all the nonsense, we put that aside. And when I say nonsense, I'm talking about the politics of life in general, okay? Not the government, I'm talking about individuals with an attitude that's opposite of what fitness should bring about in terms of us uniting, uplifting each other, and being able to depart with something great as an individual and collectively as a community. Let's go.
That's it.
Earth.
Good morning, guys. I'm sure you just heard that. I don't know if he was loud enough, but this morning I have the honor and the privilege of being live here today in Long Island, New York, with a gentleman who I saw not too long ago on YouTube. Like I said, I saw a couple of his live videos, and he's inspirational. He speaks from the heart. He works his ass off. And I reached out to him and I said, hey, why don't we get together? He was more than receptive, kept in touch with me, and here we are today. It's an honor and a privilege to welcome my friend Chris, aka 7 Fitness, to the channel.
What's going on? Salute. We in the building. We about to get to it. Let's go.
So
Yeah.
Chris does not like to dilly-dally. He likes to get right to work.
That's right.
So
That's
I'm in
right.
his house. I'm in his house today. So I'm just going to follow his lead. So whatever he says
Indeed.
is going to go.
That's
So,
what we doing here. Let's go. Yes.
all right.
So, Vinny, we're going to come up, make our way over here. Walk with us. We got 2 forms. I already see them likes going up. That's what I'm talking about. Let's get them likes up, y'all. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off with these pull-ups. Let's get that back action. Yeah. Let's get that back action, Vinny. So what we're going to do is take this for 1 second, Vinny. Right? Because we're going to show you some band workouts. We're going to give you a taste of that, but, you're dealing with some advanced individuals. So, Vinny, what I want you to do is, sir, I want you to line your back up with mine. They need to see that definition. We're going to start off with that. They need to see that definition. All right? So let's go. Let's give them that good money. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That's money. And for those who know, you see my count going up as I tell everybody, okay? I'm a work in progress. I have been on this journey. For those who don't know, I have a scar on my arm. By the way, speaking of scars on my arm, you can also go, and I always fail to mention, my Instagram, Scar Fitness 25. The reason why I have this scar, my anger got the best of me at one point in my life. I punched through a glass cabinet. The glass came down my arm, severed my flesh. So I had to get an artery replacement. Why am I mentioning this? Because the demonstrations that you're seeing take place is a relentless spirit, resilience, and I refuse to be at a standstill of life because of a choice that I made, something I had to live with, and I had to rectify with me, a personal way of rebuilding oneself. So I had to mention that. So what you see with these pull-ups and anything that I do with the upper body, it's a point that I arrived to thus far, and you can see in my earlier videos of those points in which I grew gradually to where I'm at now. Let's get it. So we're gonna hit these, walk with us. We're gonna hit these dips. We're doing around the world, we're starting off with that. Great way to get your exercise going in the morning, right? It's not the earliest today, but it is early enough for you to have the rest of your day to do whatever you like, especially after getting this money. Right. Let's get it. Start off those dips, Benny. Like Benny said it all. Old Dog Fitness, y'all. This channel gonna be in the description. It's money. Fit over 60, y'all. No excuses. I myself am fit over 40. Let's go. That's right. Great money. Notice that control. Let's go. Ah. So I'm starting off with a 15 count, and that 15 count, I'll turn it up a notch. But again, we just starting the routine. We gradually
Building it
climb
up.
it. That's
We're
right.
Building it up.
That's right.
Building the momentum.
That's right.
Yep.
That's right. Walk with us. Hit these push-ups. D. Make sure Benny camera. We got two lives going simultaneously. Okay, Debbie, you new here? Salute to Debbie.
David Jones, good morning, my brother.
What's up, David?
YMD, good morning. Molly. Everybody else in the chat, appreciate everybody being here, checking in.
Good morning. Good morning, Molly. Good morning, David.
Coming live from Long Island, New York.
You already know Long Island, New York in the building. Let's get it, y'all. Yeah. Ah. Nice 20 count. It's beautiful. It's beautiful money. I see them lights going up. Much appreciated.
Chris,
Yes.
real quick. So we're here in Long Island, New York. You born
Sure.
and raised? Born and raised?
Yes, I am.
Okay. How
Yes,
long
I
you
am.
been doing? How long you been doing calisthenics?
I've been doing calisthenics. I started at the age of 17, but initially I started off with weights. Then I was introduced to calisthenics by way of a gentleman from my neighborhood at the time, whose name is Intelligent. And he knew me of lifting weights, and he introduced me to calisthenics. I didn't favor it at first, but I did utilize the pull-ups for a warm-up before the weights. So I was more of a weight lifter in the beginning, and my love for calisthenics grew over time.
So let me ask you this. A lot of people ask this question. Can you build, let's say you never lifted weights, or somebody came to you today and said, Chris, I'm looking to start working out, but I can only go to the park and do calisthenics, but I'm looking to build muscle. Can you build muscle with calisthenics?
Absolutely, absolutely. Again, so the process in that, the way the body respond may be not as quick as the weights may give you that pump. However, the calisthenics, in my opinion, requires more effort, right? Because to not feel as if the results are being obtained right away or at a capacity that you would like, that doesn't mean that the results are taking place. But again, more effort is needed with the calisthenics, in my opinion, because your body weight requires, when you're doing something on your own and not assisted by a machine or holding a dumbbell, barbell, or being stationed, right? You're relying on your movement. So with calisthenics, my point is that it takes more effort to execute the exercise properly. And so you have to really earn those results from calisthenics, in my opinion.
That's it.
You know, you have to really earn that. Again, with the weights, you could pick them up and, you know, the body respond because it's something that is an object, but your own body, it will, you know, require more, again, of a strict method of how you go about the actual movement, positioning yourself, and that mind alignment with especially these compound movements, more so.
I agree. I mean, a lot of people, especially the gym guys, are of the opinion that you can't build muscle with calisthenics. But my contention is that most of these guys haven't really done it long enough. They have it ingrained in their mind. They've always gone to the gym. You need weights, you need barbells and dumbbells. But to your point, you know, if you're lifting weights, you can cheat. You can cheat those reps up.
Right.
With body, you know, but when you're hanging from a bar, granted you could do that too on a bar.
Right.
But
you good,
it's more real when you're just pushing your body weight.
Right.
And granted, you will reach a plateau at some point. I've made this point too.
Right.
But if you're doing just all body weight workouts, all push-ups, pull-ups, you know, body weight squats, obviously at some point you need that progressive overload. You do have to start adding a little bit of weight.
Right.
But that's where you can start adding in, say, you could use a couple of dumbbells for added weight. You could use a weighted vest and things like that. So there are ways to do it.
Absolutely.
But to make that blanket statement that you can't build muscle with calisthenics, I think is totally wrong. And I just don't buy into it.
Absolutely. I don't buy into it either, because when you think about it, right, we're talking about the physical anatomy in itself. You could do construction work. You could do physical. It doesn't have to be an actual workout or exercise. I'm talking about just if you were doing something physical in terms of moving furniture daily. Again, construction workers, to use them as a great example, to where you're picking up rocks. My point, again, the human anatomy is going to respond in a way that it naturally is going to build itself to be able to carry out the demands of what the mind is telling it to do. So it is going to naturally respond, and the response is what? I need to build muscle. I need to become stronger. Right. So that it's more than less of a way in which the body, again, needs to keep itself in a way of being strong. So with that, muscle was built. Right. One way or another. It may not be a bodybuilder. It may not be like a calisthenics athlete, but the point is that the body is going to respond. It responds.
Right. If you put that stress on your body in the form of any type of resistance, and again, like Chris said, it could be a construction worker, it could be a weightlifter, it could be a calisthenics athlete. You're stressing your body. Your body is going against that resistance, and it's a stress on your body, and your body knows that it has to adapt to that stress. And it's going to build. It's going to build strength. It's going to build muscle. But again, also another part of it too is the nutrition part, which we'll talk about in a little bit.
Absolutely. Let's get this money, y'all. So we're going back to these pull-ups real quick. But then we have a follow-up. We're going to do some ab work. We got some things going on today. All right? So let's hit these pull-ups again. But what I want to do Vinny, this is what I like to do. I'm gonna switch it up. I like to go wide on these sticker bars right here, and I'll show you. You can follow up. So, yep, perfect. That's what we need right there. So what I'm doing is I'm gonna go with the wider bar. You good right here, Vinny? Okay, there we go. I think that's better right there.
Okay.
Right there. Okay, so we're going with the wider bar. Let me bring this in closer so you guys can get. I see the lights going up. Much appreciation. So let's get it. I'm going to the thicker bar. I'm going on the outside with it, y'all. Let's get it. Building my way up to that 20.
Good set.
Let's go. Yeah. Nice. 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 So let's bring it over here, Vinny. We're gonna load these dip bars through these leg raises. Gonna follow straight up. And this is the thing, though. I want to tell everybody. The thing about gaining weight with calisthenics, gaining muscle with calisthenics, you cannot cheat yourself. You have to be consistent with your sets and reps. You can't take a 10-minute break. You have to give yourself the minimum 40, 50, less than a minute rest. That's how the body responds and you get the results. The more you tear down, the more you build, right? That's essentially what's taking place. We're breaking down muscle to rebuild it. The rebuilding is what? Rest, protein, nutrition, but the work has to be efficient. Let's get it. So I'm gonna start off with these leg raises.
Crusades of motivation in the house.
Then you mix it up. You can mix it up. Hit the dips. It's 8. It all add up. It all add up. I see them lights going up. Much appreciation. That's right. Beautiful. This man is fit over 60, y'all. Understand who you in the presence of. Look at this guy's physique, technique, and proof that it could be done. Simple, but not so simple. The work has to be put in. Beautiful. Beautiful. That's money. It's money. It's money. Let me get to it.
Oh boy.
Earth. Let me get to it. Got to get back up there. That's money. It's money. Because once you start incorporating those leg raises, you're exerting a lot of energy, y'all. Yo, Caden, what's good? What's good? That's right, yo, Caden, what's up, my guy? Who in the chat over here?
Morning, H, Mr. H. My friend Mirko. Mirko, he's from Germany.
Got you.
Shout out to the Deutschland.
Mirko, Mr. H, salute. Huss. Let's get it. Ah.
Sparsh, good morning, Sparsh. Guys, we're over in Long Island, New York. My friend Chris, AKA 7 Fitness. Right there. Make sure you check him out on YouTube. 7 Fitness, and on Instagram, Star Fitness 25.
That's right. Indeed. Make sure y'all shout out. Go check out Old Dog Fitness. Phenomenal demonstration. Peace, man. All right. No doubt. You already. Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
So yeah, let's get it, y'all. Let's do some push-ups. We got more on the way. Let's go. Like I said, in order for you to get the results, you got to stay consistent and efficient within your routine. You do not want to take long breaks in between your sets. That's a major, major factor. It's a big deal in how your body responds, okay? Challenging yourself. I'm gonna let you set it off, Vinny. I'll be right with you. I'll follow right along. How about it? How about it? It's money. Better believe it.
And guys, to further Chris's point, when he talks about, the rest time, and you definitely want to take your rest between sets, but also you want to kind of push yourself too, because when we're doing these sets, again, we're stopping to talk and all, but under normal circumstances when you're working out, you want to go at a good enough pace and kind of keep that heart rate up, because you're also going to get that endurance benefit too. So you're going to build yourself up, you're going to build some muscle, build a nice physique, and you're going to build your endurance also.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Great point. Great point. You're going to build muscle. You're going to build endurance. You're going to build stamina. You're gonna become stronger. And another form of that stronger is your lung capacity. That is a major factor. When your lungs are strong, that gives you the ability to crank out that extra set, to go that extra mile when you jog, to do more than you would not do if your lungs aren't strong condition, right? So that's a major factor, your lung capacity. Because why? Also, when we're working out, your breathing is a very, very important factor on you cranking out however many sets, however many reps. Let's go.
Well, let me get.
Yes.
I got a question here that I want you to address this too, Chris.
Got you.
So Angelo Saxon Price says, can you build muscle at 35, or is there an age you cannot build muscle anymore? Now you're 43.
43.
So you're done. You can't build muscle anymore then, right?
I beg to differ. I beg to differ.
Tell him.
It's about getting started. One thing I could tell you to answer your question, if you do not do anything, you guarantee that you won't build muscle. Okay? And if you're at those ages, especially depending on what your lifestyle consists of, right? Whether it's overeating, whether it's drinking, whether it's smoking, whether it's a sedentary lifestyle, every time you get a chance, you're just sitting around, right? These are components in which will, determine how quick, and I'm not saying quick as like you instant results, but how your body will respond and will build itself. Okay? So you will gain muscle at any age. Again, we're talking about the human anatomy. The body is an amazing, amazing specimen that goes beyond what science can even really make claims on, to be honest with you.
That's a good point, Chris. So, yeah, and to further that, Angelo, I'm not a big guy to say, well, studies say, because I think most of them are bullshit. That said, you be your own experiment, okay? You want to talk about studies, there are studies that show that people well into their 80s, if they do light resistance training and have actually stimulated some muscle growth. So you absolutely can build muscle at any age, but it comes down to the general rule, the universal rule. You use it or lose it. If you're not doing anything, like Chris said, if you're sedentary, you're not going to build it. If you're not doing resistance, you're not going to build anything. If you're not eating right, you're not going to do it. But you got to be your own experiment. You have to be the one doing the work. I can guarantee if you do the right things, you're going to build muscle. 35, sorry.
You're young.
You're just still a kid, and you got a long way to go. So let's get it set in.
That's right. Let's get this money, y'all. We're going to talk about that, too. We're going to talk about that. And I also want to make mention of this, Vinny. Walk with us. To further answer that question, okay? To further answer that question. The example is right here in front of you. Vinny fit over 60. The proof is right in front of us. 60 years old, guys, muscular. You have 21-year-olds that aren't muscular. No shade to them. But regardless if you're 21, 35, 45, if no action is taken, no results will be gained. Let's get it. We're getting these pull-ups. Back to the parallel bars. Let's get it. We're going to go side by side again as we done, Vinny. Get it? Yep. It's money. Back over here by the dip ball. Again, you got to stay efficient with your sets and reps, y'all. So I'm going to give you another angle. It's money. Crank him out. Crank him out. Notice that activation, y'all. I see them legs going up. Much gratitude. Yo, Caden, I appreciate you. Thanks for the motivation, bro. Absolutely. Appreciate you for being in the chat, for your viewership. Hey, bro, was feeling down, then I came to your live.
Polo, we're going to let her be.
You inspired me and
she's out here working.
Show me
She's out here working. She's a beast. She's out here actually pretty often doing
Love your channel, bro. Let's go.
Namaskar, what's your question?
Yo, salute to the chat. Salute to Anderson. Salute to Caden.
Jeff, there's always hope.
What's your question? Holla at me.
There's only no hope if you give up hope, Jeff. You can do it.
Yo, Jeff, you can do it.
Nicolo, thank you, brother. Thanks for being here. Yeah, Anglo, we do look younger than we are, but that's the magic of YouTube. I can assure you I'm 60 and my friend here is 43, right?
Yes, indeed.
43 years young. So,
but I have to say, in order for that magic to be obtained, you're gonna have to put forth that you got to be a musician. You got to be a musician. A musician means what? You got to use your hands, legs, and everything that involves. Yeah, let's get it.
I owe you another set here. Did you do a second set?
I ain't do a second. It's on me.
Oh, okay.
It's on me. Let's get it. I see them likes going up. Much appreciation. You're welcome. You're welcome. Shout out to the chat. Feeling that great energy, that feedback. Let's go.
Thanks, Anglo. Appreciate that, man. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate everybody for being in the chat today. This was I was really looking forward to this day to come meet Chris. I caught him on YouTube some months back, and like I said, big inspiration. This guy speaks from the heart. He's out here working. He's consistent. And I said, you know, he was close enough where we could do something together, and he was a man of his word. So I'm glad that we were able to meet up. And guys, make sure you jump over to his channel too. It's 7 Fitness on YouTube. He's also on Instagram. It's Scar Fitness 25.
Yes, indeed. I see them likes going up. Much appreciation. DK, good looking. Sooner, what up? Earth.
So, Chris.
Yes.
A big thing with a lot of people these days, obviously, is weight loss. And I know you've talked pretty openly on your channel about your weight loss, right?
Right.
I mean, you're sitting here now ripped up, cut up, in great shape, but at one point, you were a little overweight, right?
Yes. Yes, indeed. So, if you guys check out my earlier videos, you know, I've always had a nice frame, okay? I've had definition at that point, definitely more definition now. What happened is, as you become more disciplined, that's the key word, more discipline. That discipline, eating the right way, plenty of water, working out, staying away from those late night snacks, just really staying the course. A lot of discouragement people tend to face is if you do not seem to get the results quick enough or in the manner that you desire. You have to stay consistent and know and trial and error, meaning if one thing doesn't work, the other has to work. There is something for everybody. And also I have to mention my go-to in terms of my fitness overall, in terms of gains, I solely rely on strictly food. No supplements, nothing, and everybody to each his own. Everybody has their thing. For me, it's the hard work. You have to earn your keeps. I just said that in my previous live the day before yesterday. You have to earn your keeps. This is a lifestyle. When you start seeing results, that's not for you to give yourself time to slack and give yourself a cheat day and things of that nature. Stay the course.
Right. Chris brought up a couple of good points there. One of them being is that we all want the results yesterday. You know what I mean? And if you don't see those results, I've had many people, I want to lose 20 pounds in 2 weeks. I just need to lose 10 pounds. How can I do it this week? It's bullshit. It's bullshit. You have to make it a lifestyle, right? And nobody's ever going to be 100%. I say that pretty much in every one of my videos. You're not going to be 100%, but you got to strive to be consistent with the good stuff, right?
Absolutely.
And like Chris said, you know, if you try this and it doesn't work, because you hear it all the time. People say, I tried everything and I can't lose weight. Well, that means you didn't try everything, because it's not impossible to lose weight. You have to find what works for you. You know what I mean? You could take advice from other people. Well, I do this and this kind of works for me. Okay, now that doesn't mean it's going to work for you, but some variation of that might work for you. You have to put the work in. You have to put the work in. And the other thing too is, I say this all the time, I'm very big on this, and I'll go to my grave believing it. Exercise is not a weight loss tool. You can't just say, I want to start exercising and I'm going to lose weight. You control your weight with what you put in your mouth. Exercise will help the journey. It's going to help you burn a few extra calories, no doubt. But it's not going to get your weight in check if you're overweight or if you're trying to lose weight. You have to be putting the right things, and they work together. They work in conjunction.
Absolutely.
Ready?
Let's get it. So we're going to hit these push-ups. We're going to go back and forth and switching up with that. And then hit some more of these leg breaks. I want to hit them off the pull-up bar. So we here for a while, y'all, so stay locked in. So let's get it. Can't make this up. Super pump as you see. Can't make this up, okay? Sheer energy, sheer work. I see them likes going up. Let's get these push-ups. It's money. It's money.
So, Chris, how many days a week would you say you work out on average?
4.
4 days?
It's the minimum.
And you still, like you told me last night, you were at the gym.
Yes.
So you're pretty much a combination of weights and calisthenics, but do you gravitate more towards the calisthenics, you would say?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
More so with the calisthenics. Speaking of that, this is my phrase that I represent calisthenics in terms of, I call calisthenics the entrepreneur of fitness. Why do I call it the entrepreneur? Simple. A gym, there's limitations, right? Not to the equipment, but it closes at a certain time, right? There's rules, can't have your shirt off, so it's sort of like, you have to follow the corporate way of that gym is structured. Now, calisthenics is an entrepreneur. Even if the park is closed, you could go to your nearest tree, right?
As long as there's a branch on it.
Absolutely.
As long as there's a low branch.
Right. You could pick up a metal trash can. There's rocks. There's logs, right? This goes beyond calisthenics of push and pull. I want to also add too, I do a lot of plyometrics. I do a lot of burpees. I do a lot of jumping squats. I do a lot of workouts that keep my joints and keep my mobility very, very accurate. Like I always tell you, I like to be spunky. I like to be able to quick move while being strong, explosive. I like to be able to take off at the, just wherever. So again, calisthenics, body weight working out in general, anything not needed for a gym atmosphere is the entrepreneur when you utilize yourself and not just utilize, but get great gains.
Great point. That's a great point.
So it's the entrepreneur of working out. You get as much as you want, whenever you want. And that's essentially what an entrepreneur, at least a successful entrepreneur, right? To where we're talking about sort of like a passive way of income, but of course you're putting in the work. But again, at your leisure, whenever. So, you know.
And that return on an investment is worth more than money. It's your
Right,
health.
right. There we go, that part. The return on your investment. Let's get this money. Let's do these hanging leg raises. Yes, so calisthenics is the entrepreneur of working out. You know, and I came up with that for the record. And I say that to say, because I've never heard that term. If you did, let me know. Now we're gonna hit our abs. Can't make this up. Come on, super pump, supercharge. Okay? The proof is there, you see it. I worked for this midsection. Let's hit it. Ah. Get a nice and close, Vinny. You on camera view? Is your camera on you? Oh. Yours? Nope. Because I missed the last shot, so I'm going to bring mine closer. As close as we can. There we go. We making this work, y'all. Live and direct.
Should be good there.
Yeah. Live and direct, y'all.
That's it.
Let me make sure, hold on. Let me make sure, pardon me. Hold on, Vin. Make sure my camera's on you, too. All right, so. Yep. That's how we do it. That's how we do it. Ah, there we go. Perfect.
Felt that one.
That's right. Beautiful set, y'all.
Felt that.
Beautiful set. I see them likes going up, y'all. Much gratitude. Beautiful set. Fit over 40, fit over 60. No excuses.
Aldo's in the house. Crusades of Motivation. Guys, make sure you check out my friend Aldo.
Shout out to Aldo. Shout out to Crusades of Motivation, y'all.
Fresh Polo. You're absolutely right. Consistency. The alternative is no good. You got to be consistent. Drew, I'm sorry if I missed you, brother. Shout out to DK over in the UK. DK from the UK. Sooner.
Yo, Caden, I appreciate you for that.
Sooner, I apologize if I missed you. If you're still in the building, good morning to you. Thanks for being here. Everybody else, I hope I didn't miss anybody. Guys, we're over here in Long Island, New York with Chris, my man, 7 Fitness. Make sure you check him out on YouTube, 7 Fitness. Check him out on Instagram, Scar Fitness 25. Scar Fitness 25.
Earth.
What we got
Let's
next? Some pushes?
Hit these dips again.
Okay.
Hit these dips again. Ah.
Good morning, Prince. Thanks for being here. Appreciate that.
So what I did was, get that money. That money, I tell him. It's beautiful. Oh, it's nice. Yeah, that's nice.
Got that more in the chest, too.
Yeah, we get a sip of agua. You sip of some agua.
David's still in the house. Thanks, Dave. Namas, yo, what's up? Namas, you said you had a question. What's your question? Or did I read it already? I apologize.
Yes, indeed. Appreciate you putting in that work. Fit over 40.
Thanks,
Fit
Prince.
over 60, y'all.
Prince, where you at? Where you at? Where's everybody in the chat? Let me know where you're from. Prince, where are you from? Chris and I over in Long Island, New York. Hempstead, Long Island.
East Meadow. This is East Meadow. Yeah, this is
Oh,
East
Park
Meadow.
Street. I stand corrected. East Meadow, New York, which is out on Long Island.
I owe, y'all. I owe.
Akash, shout out to India. Thanks for being here. We got Dalen from South Africa and Prince, Bronx, New York. Doesn't ring a bell. I don't know. That's probably like on the other side of the world, right? Love back at you, Akash. Thanks for being here. Fresh from New Orleans. All right, Angela. So we're in the neighborhood. We're in the neighborhood. Prince, you ever hit 161 up? Do you ever go by 161? Do you work out over there?
Ha! It's money.
You come out here?
Yeah, I just went a little low. Yeah, that's perfect. That's perfect.
See if I don't fall on my face.
Now you good. Take your time. There we go. That's the execution right there. Fit over 60, y'all. Old Dog Fitness, holla at my guy. Not only does he give great exercise routines, great information, very well informed.
Much more shoulder and chest activation.
Right.
No doubt.
Right. With that being said, he said with that particular dip, more shoulder and chest activation. We all know that that's a common critique that's given to me. I need more shoulders. So that's why I come out here and do the work. They always tell me I need more shoulders. So instead of me not doing the things that get me more shoulders, instead of me doing nothing, I do what I got to improve on. Simple.
That's it.
Let's go. Let's hit these push-ups. Walk with us. I hit the gym too. I don't just do calisthenics, but I do more calisthenics than the gym.
That's good.
Make sure you in my camera too. Because last time I noticed There was a little, so there we go. I think we should be better. Yeah. Yep. There we go. It's money, y'all. Better believe it. Better believe it.
Leo said, I know you, Leo. I've seen you hanging out over with my man Aldo on Crusades of Motivation. Shot caller, big time. Good. Good for you, Leo. Get that shot caller in. That is a tough one. That's a real tough one. Shout out to you. Jimmy Robertson over in the UK, London. Shout out to London. All right, Prince. That's good, even better. You got the gym right there. Wow, I'm 60. Chris is 43.
That's right. Fit over 40, y'all. Earth. Fit over 40. Ferrari fit. Skywalker. The human cannon. Vroom! Get them engines cranked up. When you hear that roar, rev up yourself. Let's get this money, Benny. Earth. These hanging leg raises again. I see them lights going up. Much appreciation. We out here. Let's make sure these are in view of both of us. 181 in the business, shit going crazy. This shit going crazy.
Leg raising?
Yep. Make sure, before we do it, I'm just gonna make sure we in great alignment with the cameras. Let's go. Yeah, I think that's perfect right there. Yeah. In fact, come over one more notch. There we go. Good. There we go. You want to tone up your midsection? You want to develop your V-taper? This is what you want to implement in your working out.
Thank you. Wow, I appreciate that. I appreciate you being here. Bardo, thank you for popping in. Sohal.
Appreciate you. Appreciate you.
Mosey, do we do any sports? I don't. I work out, calisthenics. That's really about it.
But I'm very athletic. I may not play sports. I'm glad that was mentioned. But I'm very athletic. Let's get back up there, Vinny.
What's up, baseball fan? Aaron.
Shout out to Jamaica.
Definitely give them a shot, baseball fan. I'm linked to you. And like I just said, I'm 60 and Chris is 43.
Big swell, y'all. They call it swell, I call it swell. I see them lights going up. Much gratitude. They call it swole. I call it swell. Swell up that body. Let's get it. Huss. Yep. Huss. It's money. It's money.
Thank you, Aaron. Appreciate that. Adamski, appreciate that. Thank you for being here. Appreciate everybody that's in the chat with the positivity, for sure. I do not watch baseball. I don't really watch any organized sports, to be honest with you. I'm too busy working on myself.
Oh, you already. Everybody get it. Yo, I see them, definitely see them likes going up.
Thank you, Julian. Appreciate that. Julian Lopez, thanks for being here. Spuzzy, happy Saturday to you. Make sure you get your reps in, Spuzz.
Salute.
What do we got next?
Sticks.
Where are we going?
Sticks. We'll switch it up. You want to hit up abdominals as well. One set. One set.
Julian, we're trying. We're trying. Vita, for sure, no pain, no gain. You got to get a little bit of pain, but it's worth it in the end. Without a doubt. Baseball fan, we don't require donations. Just get your reps in. Go do some work. If you're going to watch us, do some work afterwards. How about that?
Let's get it. Let's get it. I see them likes going up. Much appreciation. Let's go. My angle. I got an angle complex, y'all. Nah, yours is great. Fit over 60, y'all. That's money.
Peter from Belgrade. Shout out to Serbia. Thanks for being here, my friend. Crab Apple, good morning to you. Rocky O. Garcia, good morning to you. Thanks for being here. Julian, what do you mean, most push-ups that I've done in a day, or 300 is a good number. 300 is a real good number. You do that, you're going to be just fine if you're getting 300 a day, for sure. Not many people are getting 300 a day. Not many people are getting 10 a day. 99% of people aren't getting 10 a day. So if you're doing 300, my friend, you're killing it. Shout out again to Belgrade, Serbia, Peter. Thank you for being here.
Have a good weekend. Okay.
Thanks, twin. We're trying.
Gotta crank him out. Check him out. Let's bring it over here. Walk with us.
Zenith, I think we hit that 100 a while back before you were here. So if you want to stick around for the next 100, you're more than happy. I'd appreciate it. Good morning, Eva. Thanks for being here.
Fit over 60, y'all. Look at that physique. Look at that physique.
Good morning, G. Shout out to Maine.
Oh, shit. Here we go. Body is super tight. Super tight. So again, the proof is in front of you. These push-ups activate the chest tremendously. Tremendously. From the looks of it, you'd have thought we were in the gym right now.
No doubt.
You would have thought.
Instead, we're at the free gym.
Right.
We're at the free gym.
Let's go. Let's get these push-ups, Vinny.
Footy, it's all good. It's all good. I love it. It's all watch time. It's all watch time. Let them talk. At the end of the day, that's all they do is talk.
That's right. That's
That's all they
right.
do.
Earth. Let's get these push-ups. It's money. It's money, y'all. Huss.
Ex-Banana, it's all good. Appreciate you being here. No worries at all. No worries at all.
Woo. So let's switch it up. I'm gonna let you incorporate something, Vinny. I can't take all the demonstrations of initiation. I gotta put you on the spot, Vinny. Give us something.
Okay.
Pardon me, y'all. Ah. So that's a beautiful around the world routine thus far with some extra exercises incorporated in it. Now, the standard around the world routine consists of pull-ups, dips, push-ups. As you guys have seen, not only did we do the pull-ups, we did hanging leg raises. Not only did we do dips, we did the dip bar leg raises incorporated with the dips. We did the regular push-ups, standard push-ups. That is your around the world routine. Very effective. Let's go.
All right, so guys, pull-ups are always going to be king for your back and your biceps, but I always advocate incorporating some inverted rows. I think they're a great exercise. So I mentioned this, I think, on my last slide where I was doing some inverted rows. When you're looking to build your back and your biceps, you're going to do some type of pulling exercise. And again, the pull-up is always going to be king, but you also want to get in some inverted rows or Australian pull-ups. And again, when you do your pull-ups, when you do any type of pulling motion, really any exercise, your hand placement is always going to dictate it. So I'm going to do some inverted rows. So the placement of your hands is going to dictate where on your back exactly is getting most of the stress and how much bicep you're bringing into the exercise. So I mentioned prior that, say when you do a standard pull-up with an overhand grip, a pronated grip, obviously you're working your back and your biceps, but when you switch that grip to a chin-up or a supinated grip, you're bringing in a little bit more biceps. So for most people, it's going to be a slightly easier pull. So the bottom line is you always want to switch up your grip with most of your exercises. So Chris and I already did some pull-ups. We actually did neutral grip pull-ups, right?
Right.
And we did some overhand.
Right.
So I'm going to do some rows, and I'll go the first set. I'm going to go supinated, right? So I'm going to have my hands facing this way, and that's going to bring more bicep activation on it.
All right. And another name for this pull-up is the Australian pull-ups, y'all. Nice. Notice the control, your form, the way you position, everything aligned with the execution of the exercise really determines how your body will respond. It's money. It's money.
Wife, we're in New York right now, Long Island, New York. I'm from Jersey. Chris is from New York. All right, Jay, let's go. We'll start over again. I go, you go. We can do this. Come on.
We got to get some more of those too, Vinny. Let's get it, Vinny.
Okay, let me get more. So, guys,
Let's get it. I see them likes going up. Much appreciation.
so on this exercise, what I'm going to do now is, you saw my body was straight. My legs were extended. What I'm going to do now is just bring my feet in and plant my feet on the ground, and that's going to make it a little easier, right? So if you can't do it with your body extended, just bring your feet in like I'll show you, and that's going to make the pull a little bit easier. So instead of extending all the way out, I'm just going to plant my feet down, and I'll pull like that. And that's going to make it a little bit easier for you. Nice. Hit on that one.
Yeah.
All
Switch it up a little bit.
right. Okay.
Went behind the neck. It's very advanced for most. You want to approach that with caution. Depending on what you're used to, your fitness level. But my body just asks for that. I go with my appetite and how I feel most of the time. I can arrive to the park with one routine in mind, and then a total different routine takes its course. Something that I didn't have in mind initially.
Good afternoon, Gloria. Shout out to Spain. Guys, make sure you check out
I do
Gloria
both,
Fitness
King
Channel
Giant.
on
Salute.
YouTube.
Let's get this money, Vinny. It's on you. I get greedy. When it comes to this working out, I get greedy.
I'm going to go with a nice wide grip on this one.
Get that money, whatever you do, whatever you choose. It's all beautiful. The most beautifulest thing in the world, calisthenics. I can't wait to get on that bar, y'all. I'm greedy. And you can see that on the camera. Good, Vinny?
Yep.
It's good? Okay. Live and direct, nothing edited. We live in the flesh. It's the best. That's right, get it. I'm right with you. I can't wait. I see them likes going up. Much appreciation, y'all. Wherever you at, get off that couch. Get out that car. Get this money. It's 12:41 Eastern time. You got the rest of the day to do whatever you like. That's right, Vinny. Crank him out. Fit over 60. Yes. And then I follow right back. Then I follow up. It's money. It's money, y'all.
It's all good, Gloria. I feed off of it, believe me. It just makes me better, it makes me stronger. That's all it does, I promise.
Let's get this money, Vinny. Let's get these push-ups.
Push up.
Walk with us.
Here we go, here we go.
How you feeling? Like the routine and everything? Gotcha. Yes, yes. Just make sure, hold on, Vinny. Just make sure, I just want to make sure that we are aligned. I got an angle complex, y'all. Pardon me. Yeah, I think you're good. Yeah. It's 40. I ain't do 40 push-ups straight. I can't even remember. Stand up. We don't never sit down. I left the gym last night, 11 o'clock at night. I got there at 9:30. Earths.
So
Give
Chris,
us, yes.
So we're all about the exercise and all, right? But we talked earlier about weight loss, maintaining your weight. What does your diet look like on a day-to-day basis? No, none of us are 100%. So
Right.
anybody says that, you know they're bullshit. But what do you generally eat? What does your diet generally look like?
My diet generally looks like a lot of veggies, a lot of lean meats. I rarely eat beef. Maybe once every 2 weeks. Maybe it could be every 2 weeks or once a week, the most with the beef. Lean meats though. I eat a lot of lean, like chicken cutlet. I love that ground turkey. I like that ground chicken. I like, again, a lot of vegetables. Also, what I like to share with people too is that getting your vegetables, and I read this in an article, from the frozen department, they're also just as good as the ones in produce. Why? Because those vegetables are not sprayed with pesticides. They will not waste that chemical on it because they're dry free. What gnat is going inside of a freezer? And I read that in the article. So I eat frozen vegetables a lot too. Steam it, very easy to prepare. This time of the season in the summertime, eat a lot of fruits. I actually have some fresh mangoes I bought yesterday that are waiting for me after this workout. With that being said, after this workout, I typically will start with a fruit until my appetite really revs up. I don't get hungry right away because I'm very conditioned. My body is used to this habit of mine of going without food maybe almost 2 hours after the workout. That's just me. Now, today is a little different. If Vinny is up to it, of course, I want to treat him to lunch for coming out here. Welcome to New York. I want to add that in as well. So, yes, my diet is lean meats, a lot of veggies, a lot of water. I drink a lot of water. Now, I'm not walking around with a gallon all day and trying to hit a water quota. But when I am thirsty and when I feel dry and I need that hydration, water is my go-to. Now, I want to add this too because I'm not the bill of health. I'm not a health extremist. And I have my days in which I may have a fast food meal. Now, that fast food meal will consist of, let's just say, a Wendy's biggie bag, right? So I have the cheeseburger, no bacon. You get the junior size fry, which is smaller than the small. I'll drink the drink. I'll drink half of it, chuck that. I'll eat one slice of the bun. I know I'm very particular, and I'll have the fries. Again, and that is just to get rid of that craving. You'll never catch me with a double Big Mac meal, a double Whopper now. And I love it all. I'm the first one to tell you, I would love to overindulge in these crappy foods like anybody else. Excuse me, I just don't do it. Why? Because I love how I feel, look, function, operate. More than that, beyond what that temporary satisfaction of a taste will ever do for me.
Right. There you go. And they make it, that food is made to keep you eating it. So it's you know, once you dive in, it's hard to stop.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's all by design.
Right.
So the temptation is always there. And
Right.
I was talking to a friend of mine that, that I'm working with now. Mm-hmm. He's a truck driver.
Okay.
And he says, everywhere I go, I stop at a stoplight. There's a Wendy's, there's a McDonald's, there's a Taco Bell, there's a Dunkin' Donuts, there's a Starbucks, everywhere.
Now,
And that's all you're thinking about.
I want to add on to what Vinny's saying. Now, even with that being the case, I'm not a truck driver. And speaking of truck drivers, I actually have my commercial A driver's permit, because that was an endeavor I was seeking, and I may still take on that. But I wanted to say this because these are forethoughts if I would have went with that career. Now, to my understanding, a lot of these trucks are equipped with small refrigerators. Yeah. And if you take the time out before you actually get on that road, and some truck drivers even deliver to these Walmarts, to these Targets, to these grocery stores. So if you are a trucker who delivers to these particular places, that is to your advantage. Again, if you have that refrigerator in your truck, okay? A toaster oven, all right? Oatmeal will last. You can pre-cook oatmeal and it will not go bad, okay? So there is very disciplined structures that you could implement so that you don't have to stop at a Taco Bell, so you don't have to stop at a fast food in general, okay? This is the thing, all right? You pre-prep your food and it doesn't take much room to house your meal, right? And then to your advantage, if you're a truck driver, a lot of your time is spent driving, so you have an advantage of not overeating. You eat your meal, you have stops in between your route, and then you go take that time out to get you a meal that could give you the best, healthier option.
It all comes down to the planning, all the preparation, be prepared, right. You know what I mean? And if you're not prepared, you don't have, I do food prep at home. And if you don't have the food prepped at home, you're gonna walk into the house, you're gonna be hungry, you're gonna be, you don't care what it is. The first thing you see, whether it's a cookie, you know, or a piece of broccoli, you're gonna stick it in your mouth.
Right.
And usually it's the bad stuff. That's
right.
what we go for first.
Right.
So,
right.
No doubt.
We're gonna get this money. We're gonna talk a little bit more about that eating too, because I'm one to battle with, and that's another thing too. I'm constantly, you know, eradicating the thought of wanting to indulge. Now, I have a 5-year-old son. So in my home, you know, we have kids' snack foods. He'll have fruit snacks. He'll have the little mini Oreo cookies, you know, and I'll be chilling out and I know that they're there. And those cabinets, they whisper to me, you know, just have one. Just whatever it is that my attention is going to that cabinet, and I gotta fight. I gotta, ha, you know, left hook, right hand, left hook that thought. Let's go. So again, you know, it's a tug of war. It's a mental fortitude that needs to be, that you need to be continuously victorious in your discipline. So, and that's the thing, you have to talk to yourself. I am victorious, right? So, it's money. Woo, we did a lot, Vinny. So let's get these hanging leg raises, because we wanted to give you people some info. We wanted to give the community some feedback, you know, on these very things that, again, go along with the working out in itself.
There you go, Fareed. It's all in the planning. It's all in the planning. Real, I'm not a fan of oatmeal myself. Some people swear by it. I don't buy into it. I don't think it's the miracle food that people make it out to be. But again, if it fits into your macros, if you like it, then by all means.
Get some more of these pull-ups in, Vinny. Believe me, we working. Believe me, we working. Yeah, make sure. Right. So let's get this hanging leg raises. That's right. Had to get back in the groove. That was, you know, when we start to have the dialogue. Again, if we wasn't engaging with the community, these rest periods would not be as prolonged. So, you know, got to get that groove back in effect, you know?
Food, Thor, you're right. Everybody has a different physiology. Everybody reacts to different foods differently. You have to find what works for you. I mentioned that earlier in the live. You know, it all comes down to the food. But yeah, it's not just things like see people.
Yes,
people
it does.
People always look at these supplements.
Salute.
As penance for their shitty lifestyle. They think that taking creatine or taking some kind of nitric oxide booster or taking, you know, a lot of guys these days are on TRT, and they take it and not to be, to incorporate it into a healthy life. They take it to try and fix an unhealthy life because everybody wants to take the easy way. But you have to look at, you have to try different foods, and if you react to something, if you don't feel good eating something, then just don't eat it. There's plenty of different types of food you could eat, you know. So what works for me might not work for Chris. What works for Chris might not work for me, you know. But if it doesn't work for you, give it up. Find something else. But you have to do your own research.
So another thing I want to mention too.
Thanks, Justin. It's all there, my friend. You just got to do the work, do the leg work. But you got to be consistent. You got to find something that you think might work, be consistent with it, and just make the tweaks go along as you go along. You'll find it. You'll find it.
Want to keep that groove going. We love the communication. We love the communication. That groove going again.
Thanks, Gricky. Appreciate you being here. Said the diet for both of us is mainly whole foods. I eat a lot of meat. Chris doesn't eat so much meat. I'm generally meat, fish, yogurt, egg, a lot of eggs. I eat a lot of eggs. Generally speaking, whole foods. A lot of fruit. I eat a lot of fruit. Fresh take, I'm 60 and Chris is 43. Thanks for joining, Gricky. I appreciate the support. Malkuth, discipline is the hardest thing. Everybody can get started. Everybody comes out of the gate strong, but it takes real mental discipline to keep it going, because it doesn't take much to interrupt the flow. And once the flow gets interrupted, you keep putting it off and putting it off. A day turns into a week turns into a month. So you have to build that discipline muscle. It's very important.
Yo, good looking. Good work. I'm fit over 50 and enjoy the inspiration. That's what's up.
Calvin.
Stay with it.
Caleb.
That's what's up. Salute.
Appreciate you, Caleb. Thanks for being here. Time, I don't know much about egg whites. I'm not into the egg whites. I eat the whole egg. The money's in the yolk. Egg whites are nothing but protein, which obviously you need. But you need it in combination with the nutrients too, and the only nutrients you're really going to find in an egg are going to be in the yolk. You have to eat the yolk. Yeah, Teddy, you're an anomaly because most people today, 75% of people are overweight, but there are people that do have issues, gaining weight. Say do I am 60. I was born October 1963. Thanks, quit. Don't quit, persevere, for sure. Your name says it all. What do we got next?
That message thing is up, man. I wanna hit these dips again.
Okay.
And I wanna hit these Australians. But I also wanna mention real quick. Again, this is the perfect time of the year for those who enjoy salads. And not just the vegetables that you have to cook per se, but I'm really big on salads. Okay, those salads in the produce department that are already like as far as the spring mix and baby kale, the spring mix and spinach, arugula. I love arugula, and I like to combine that with my avocado. I always make mention of that. This is a perfect year for salads. So if you want to lean down and eat less carbs, this is the perfect time of the year for the salads. Also great for the hydration that the salads provide, because what? They're water-based products, food. So I wanted to make that clear.
No doubt. Yep.
So your cucumbers also. Incorporate your cucumbers, your watermelon, your cantaloupe, your melons. Great for hydration. Let's get it.
Burrito resistance bands are a great tool. They're a great tool. I have some over here. As a matter of fact, hold on, I'll show you. I'll show you in a second what I have here.
That money, Vinny. I see them likes going up. Much gratitude. Okay, have a good weekend. All right. I may see you tomorrow. I may come by. All right, you too. So now we're gonna hit those rows again. Let's get this money.
Hey, I would cut the beer out. It's not helping you. It's not helping your cause at all. Not at all.
Again, these Australian pull-ups with your legs planted to the ground are great for beginners. Your legs will assist you in controlling your upper body movement with that pull. Yeah, Vinny, so we could, whatever questions or what have you, we can get back to that, as we get closer to, closing out. We still got time, but we could do that, because I know.
Okay. Guys, anybody with any questions for me or Chris, feel free to pop them in. Hey, Harry, like I said earlier,
No doubt, yeah, salads and watermelon.
Cut out that beer.
Thank you. Great work, gentlemen. Thank you.
Malkuth, don't have that defeatist attitude, my friend. Get to work. Joey Calisthenics in the building. Guys, make sure you check out Joey. He's also on Instagram. Joey Calisthenics.
Salute. Let me
Yeah,
get
Mikey.
these Australians, Vinny.
Like I said earlier, that's an anomaly for the guys that have trouble gaining weight. Most people today are trying to lose the weight. But again, you know, either way, if you want to go to either end of the spectrum, if you're looking to gain weight or lose weight, it comes down to you got to track your food, you got to know your macros, how much you got to eat at that calorie surplus consistently. That doesn't mean just shove whatever in your mouth. You have to know exactly what you put in your mouth for the most part. And I always suggest getting like a calorie macro counter like MyFitnessPal or something to that effect. I don't do any pre-workout. I drink black coffee. No, I normally do my workouts fasted. If I do a nighttime workout and I eat prior, I have to wait at least 3 or 4 hours. I'm very uncomfortable eating with any kind of food in my stomach. How about you, Chris? Do you normally work out fasted, or do you eat prior to working?
It depends. A lot of times I may not eat. Sometimes I may eat before. It depends. But I'm used to not eating afterwards. Like I said, I mean before. You know, I could so many workouts where I haven't had a morsel of food before doing so, and got tons of energy.
What about pre-workouts? You don't do any good?
No pre-workouts, no supplements. You know, none of that.
And your drinks? What do you drink? Water all day, or do you
drink water?
Yeah,
water.
Yeah. I drink coffee, probably more than I should, Thor. But coffee and water really, and then sometimes at home I'll have some seltzer, club soda, you know, carbonated water.
No doubt. No. Old dog.
I'm going to holler, bro.
This is my man Vinny, Old Dog, from
Vinny.
Jersey.
Oh, yeah?
No doubt.
Team New York put it in that pain.
Yes,
I see you, Vinny.
Yep.
Let's get it, man.
Have a good day.
Get
Stay
that
well.
money, y'all too.
All right, fam.
What's up?
Yeah, Teddy, hold on. Let me grab
Okay, yeah, show him, Vinny. We got time, y'all. Still getting that money.
So Teddy, real quick, if we don't get rained out here. Yeah, I carry resistance bands.
Getting it. This ain't nothing, Vinny. We getting it.
I have this is a set of 6. They come in different widths, so obviously the thicker the band, the more resistance you're gonna get. But these bands, you can carry them any way you want, and you could do pretty much any exercise you want with them. You know what I mean? You could do, you can get your bicep curls, go overhead and get some shoulder presses. You could do your squats with them, right? Add some resistance to your squats. There's really no end. You know, you could do anything with them. They're really versatile. If you have problems with pull-ups, you hang one from the bar, throw your feet in there, and it's going to give you a pull-up assist. So, and you're going to get them on Amazon I bought the set of 6, I think, for $30. You can get a set of 4 for maybe 20. It's not a big investment, but they're a real good tool. Shout out to Russia, my friend Igor. Guys, make sure you check out Igor's channel. He's a beast over in Russia. Frisky, that's exactly what I eat. Meat, fish, eggs, yogurt.
Join me, y'all, with that.
Vegetables, I do like my
camera,
bacon.
A little misty out here.
Where we going? Dips or?
Yeah, I did the Australian. I did another
Oh,
set
you
of
did?
those.
Okay,
Yep.
let me get another set.
Yep. But I want to, before you do that, Vinny, let's give them the back action. Switch up the angle so they can see that activation. Yep, do it like that. Fit over 60, y'all. Look at that man's back. I want to get this money. I'm greedy. That's right, Vinny. Shake the earth. He got that bar rocking. That's what I'm talking about. He got that bar rocking. Wow. Wow. Ah, it's money.
Good set. Space, what are we doing? We're doing calisthenics. Space, that's what we're working on. We're doing shoulders today. Thanks for popping in and reminding us.
Earth.
Teddy, they hurt with the parallel bar dips. You could try bench dips. Thanks, Sensei. Appreciate you being here. Appreciate
Let's get
the
these push-ups,
positivity.
Vinny.
Dawson, free weights on machines, both work. Any type of resistance work. I just showed you these rubber bands. That's resistance. That works too. Creatine, if I were to suggest any supplement, it would be creatine. It's the safest, most studied supplement you're going to find, and it's dirt cheap, and it's the only supplement that you're going to buy in the store that you might get some benefit from.
Let's get it. Right here is good. I'll be looking. That's good. Let's get it. Ah! Ah, 40. Ah, it's money. Huss. Nice 40 clip.
Okie, the best chest workout is going to be the one you do. But at the end of the day, push-ups. Push-ups. Do push-ups every day. Change your grip. Thanks, De Rio. I'm 60 and Chris is 43.
So Tone said, Vinny, I used to drink coffee and changed that for green tea and honey.
Okay. I mean, you can make a case for both, right? There's a lot of purported health benefits for coffee. But, you know, anything in life, the poison's always going to be in the dose. There are some days I admittedly go a little overboard on coffee, but that's pretty much all I drink, that and water. I haven't had a soda in years. I don't drink anything. I don't drink alcohol. But anyway, and on the flip side, green tea also has a lot of purported benefits, a lot of health benefits. So I think there's a place for both of them. A lot of people are sensitive to the caffeine. And in green tea, the caffeine content is always going to vary, depending on the type of green tea that you're drinking. But there is a substance in there, in the green tea, called theanine, and it actually has a calming effect. So I definitely, if I go overboard on coffee, I do feel it. I feel that caffeine. I get that jittery feeling. I've never had it with green tea. And I went off coffee for a while myself and was doing green tea pretty much throughout the day. I've never had an issue feeling any type of jitteriness or any effect of caffeine from green tea. But again, everybody's physiology is different.
I wanna add on to what Vinny just said. All that creatine and everything that he just mentioned, it's new to me. Just letting y'all know that. So with that being said, very informed gentlemen with these different type of things that are filters or added on to what's supposed to be healthy or what have you to stretch out the product for, you know, whatever is supposed to be the so-called healthier route. So, very informed gentleman with his information. Let's get this money, Vinny.
Let's go.
Let's get it. Back to that pull-up bar. Pardon me on that, sir. Vinny didn't come all the way out from New Jersey to New York and not get a substantial amount of reps. That's for sure. Let's bring that camera back over here, Vinny. It's one thing for sure.
Food Umami, back at you. Thank you for being here. Appreciate that. Daniel, fresh take.
Let's get it, Vinny Longsour. I think this should be good. So we're gonna come close to each other, brother, as much as possible, so that the camera can get us both. We'll make do it whatever we can. Ah. It's money. Got a nice 15 count with those.
Teddy, when you're looking for, you want to eat calorie-dense foods. So Chris mentioned earlier that this is a great time of year to eat salads. So obviously, if you're talking calorie-dense, you don't want to be eating things like salads. You want to go with fatty fish, fatty meat. Don't forget that each gram of fat has 9 calories as opposed to carbs and protein, which only has 4 calories. So you're getting more than double the bang for your buck. So you want to add in, throw in some peanut butter, fatty fish, fatty meats. If you do eat meat, you definitely want to go with the fattier cuts, the 80-20 ground beef, things like that. Chicken thighs, I'm big on that. I think they're much tastier than just plain old chicken breast. And they're gonna have a little more fat content, so it's gonna up the calorie count.
I wanna also add too, again, speaking of these foods that are lean on fat and stuff, one thing that works for me, again, I'm big on portion. That's just my approach. If I make a sweet potato, I'll eat half or maybe even a quarter of that sweet potato. That's just my approach to maintaining a leaner physique. I'm big on portion. Now, I'll have a higher a higher portion amount on my proteins. So I'll have the quarter of, let's say, a sweet potato, and I'll have more of the chicken, and then I'll have a nice sized salad again. Along with that, this is coming from an individual where my workouts, again, are very intense, very, 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 very advanced in my own right, okay? So what I'm saying is that a single routine of just burpees, the minimum I'll do is 200 burpees. So think about what I'm burning in terms of calories. And not just the burpees, I'm incorporating strength training. So I work very, very hard, okay, with this way of eating. Let's get this money, Vinny. We got to get these pull-ups. My fault. We got to get these pull-ups. Let's go, Vinny. And we're gonna get back to that shit at.
You going wide, right? You going through?
Yeah, we can go 3. So, position right. Yeah, there we go. There we go. It's money, y'all. Better believe it. So when we're doing these calisthenics, think about the amount of wear and tears on your body. And I don't say wear and tear in a way to discourage anyone, because that could sound like some form of compromising your body in the sense of destroying it. No, that's not what I'm saying. Wear and tear, again, breaking down the muscle, because like anything else, like a snake sheds its skin, it has to regenerate a stronger, fresher scales. Same thing with our body. We're constantly breaking down. Our skin is shedding. We don't see it because it's so microscopic in which the human eye can't pick up on. But this is what we're doing constantly. You have old cells breaking down and regenerating in your body. This is the point of eating healthy, to regenerate our cells, to regenerate our organs, our tissue. This goes beyond a muscle, the muscle makeup of the human anatomy. We're talking about these very fine fibers. When you talk about the muscle in itself, it is so, millions of fibers that work together to do what we do. This is what makes the human body so amazing. And when you look up and do the research for yourself, besides somebody giving you a demonstration, or you see a certain type of physique, when you read up on what takes place with the process of how the body responds, all these, again, internal ways that contribute to the outside of our body, that should be an even greater inspiration for you to want to do better for yourself in general.
Now, hey Chris, so
Yes.
real quick, for you guys on my channel don't know, so Chris had a really bad accident and he sliced his arm really bad, and you pretty much lost use of your hand, right?
Yes. So if you see that scar,
So he's a testament to what he was just saying, how your body, he worked his way back. There was a good chance he wasn't going to use his hand again.
right,
And now here he is at the
Right.
park doing all these exercises.
right. So let me give them a demonstration, Vinny, of what resilience, relentless, and unwavering, just consistency. It goes like this. Hold on, let me dry that ball off. I want a great grip. Showtime.
There you go.
I had to work back up. I had to work my grip back up, y'all. It took 10 years. So with that being said, a lot of my current videos of this year, I just started going live 2024 February. Prior to these videos this year, you take a look at my archives from 2003 back, you'll see tremendous progress in how I incorporated more workout routines and demonstrative advanced pull-up methods with this journey of progress and beyond.
With that, as you rehabbed your hand and your arm that whole time, you were rehabbing your physique because you were much heavier back then, right?
Yes, I
I've
was.
seen videos of yours. You were much, much heavier.
Yes. I was, back then, I was over 200 pounds. I was about 210, 205.
And what's your fighting weight now?
So right now, I weighed myself, what was it, a few days ago. And so 168. That's what the scale said. And that was on an empty stomach. No clothing on for the most part. So 168.
Down
Yeah.
from over 200.
From 200. So
There you go.
yeah, a little over 30 pounds
There you go.
was shedded.
Yep. He's a testament to consistency, guys. Hard work and consistency. for
Salute.
sure.
Salute to myself.
Thank you, Gloria. Appreciate
Tone
you
said
being here, hon. Hope
I
all is
started
well.
to eat 32-ounce Greek non-fat yogurt. It has 85 grams of protein. Okay, long as you portion that out though, Tone. You know, just don't eat the 32-ounce. That's that. I know what size jar that is. Portion that out. You know, speaking of yogurt, I have a little yogurt at times. And what I like to incorporate in my yogurt and the raspberry.
Oh, I love
Blueberries, raspberries, oh, I love those.
that.
Yeah.
Berries of money.
Blackberries, cherries, everyone. This is the wonderful year for cherries. Boy, oh boy, those cherries. You put them in the, you can even, and you know what else I like to eat too? Again, you can make this fun and enjoyable. If you like grapes, freeze your grapes. A great snack for this time of the year. Come on, let's be creative. Let's offer ourselves a great snack that is so beneficial to our health. Let's get it. Oh, you owe me. Okay. Get right. Vinny, oh, I like that. Self-accountability, y'all. I like that, Vinny. Look at that man's back, y'all. Fit over 60. Come on. Nice, Vinny. It's clean. Notice the control. Notice the control. Ah.
What's up, trucking? 21, thanks for popping in. Get your reps in. Forrest and Eli.
Yep. Those hanging leg raises, y'all. Look at that core. Look at that control. Nice. Nice. I'm gonna follow right up. I can't wait to get back up there. As I told you, I'm greedy. I told you I'm greedy.
Liv Shorts, what's up? Liv, what's your question?
It's money. Do I fast? Now, I don't necessarily fast, but what I do is I'll have very large gaps in between the time frames that I eat. It's money, y'all. I'm walking back to the dip bar, Benny. That sun coming out beaming, we getting that vitamin D. It rained a little misty on us. Down here in the elements, y'all. You want to bring it closer this way, Vinny? Yours? You see how that? Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah,
Good.
it's much better. Yeah. Oh, how to gain weight with a fast metabolism? I would say you would have to eat more. I'm not sure because, I mean, my question would be, is a fast metabolism, does that just apply to people who have more of a thin frame? Because what about those who have a fast, I mean, anyway, I don't want to get too far-fetched with that, but I guess with a fast metabolism, my guess would be that you are thin, or you're thin, but I would say eat more and put that work in. Had to get some agua, y'all. It's money. So, yeah, Vinny, we're going to come close to a close. What time is it? It's 1:35. We've been out here for a long time.
Oh, yeah.
We've been out here for a long time. So, whatever questions you got, Vinny, for me, yourself, and,
No, I think we got everything covered, man.
Okay, okay.
For you guys, once again, you guys, make sure you hit up 7 Fitness on YouTube, Scar Fitness 25 on Instagram. All right, and make sure you check out his lives, check out his videos. This guy's a big inspiration. Like I said in the beginning, he speaks from the heart. That's what drew me over here to him. I reached out to him, asked him, to get together. We'll do a little collab. He was more than willing to do it, and I appreciate that. So yeah, it's all about, like I said in my title, collaboration over competition. We're here doing it together.
That's
make
right.
each other stronger, right? We got to inspire each other. So
That's right.
all you guys out there, especially you young guys, get to work. There's no excuse. Absolutely no excuse.
Absolutely. It's no excuse. And, you know, also for those who are on my channel, check out my guy, Old Dog Fitness. Okay? Great information beyond just the workout demonstrations. Great information that you could take, apply, do your own research, and so much more. You know, he collabs with other channels. They have dialogues. Again, great content. My pleasure to have Vinny to come out from Jersey to New York. An honor to me. Again, that is just more confirmation that I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, and to have that magnetic effect on those who are worthy and who view me as being amongst those who are worthy as well, to bring about such collaborations. And again, this is what fitness is about. At least it should be. You know, so let's represent this by way of example, demonstration, great work, and lifestyle. You know? So,
Yep.
you know, so with that being said, more content on the way. You'll see us collab. You know, we at a distance in between our communities in terms of different states, but that's not going to stop anything. So as you see today, initially the rain was coming down, and if we allowed that first downpour to call off this collaboration, we would have wasted a beautiful day in which we were able to take advantage of.
No doubt.
All right? So,
guys.
salute to everyone. And for y'all who know and been and who are now in tune, catch you on the next go around. With that being said, I'm out. Peace.
All right, guys. Appreciate everybody for being here. Everybody stay safe, get your reps in, stay healthy, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks for being here.